Attending a meat conference where I'm actually speaking and sat through a particularly interesting session by the HR director and some numbers that I think I should share with you. Turns out that poultry year over year is up 11%. Not actually all that problematic compared to, say, gasoline, which is up by about half year over year. You're being told by your government that this inflation is just transitory, and I've been saying that that's a made-up word first off, and also it means temporary, which it's not. When's the last time you went to the grocery store and saw higher prices for food items at the consumer level than the next week those prices had declined? It doesn't happen. Commodity prices go up and then down, but generally doesn't happen for food prices at the consumer level. I believe this will be the case as what you're seeing now. Why are these prices high? It's not because the farms aren't producing the chickens or the corn or the soybeans or any of the other great food products. It's a matter of processing. When a government pays employees to not have to work, it is harder for then employers to get people to show up and do the job. Do you know that right now there are 1.5 jobs for every one unemployed person in America? That's right. We have 50% more jobs than we have people unemployed. Turns out a lot of people just decided they don't need to work. They're not even being counted as unemployed because they just dropped out of the labor market. Record numbers have done that. Why? Because they're being paid to not have to work. So what's this all mean for you, the consumer? Well, since I'm the agriculture guy giving you the straight scoop, I'm telling you that food prices are going to be higher. They will continue to rise because of the processing and the transportation and all the things in the middle where we have a shortage of capacity. Tyson came out a week ago and said that they were producing 5 days of supply of poultry, but it took them 6 days to do so. Why? Because the capacities are not running at the facilities are not running at capacity. So this is a big issue. I think you're going to see more of it as we move on, and food inflation is here to stay. It's a matter of how big the inflationary numbers are going to be. Hopefully for the consumer, it's not good because remember, we've all heard the stories about things like post-World War I Germany where it took a wheelbarrow full of money to buy a loaf of bread. We don't want to get there. I don't think that we will, but don't let anybody tell you that this is not a real concern. When you distort the marketplace, when you remove workers, when you give workers no incentive to work, all of a sudden there are big impacts down the road, a day, a month, a week, maybe even a year, to you, the consumer.